On today's episode, we are going to go over overlooked rookies. This is the Fantasy Football Dudes podcast. What is up, my dudes? This is Trent with the Fantasy Football Dudes podcast. I am joined by Phil, Jordan, producer Seth on the cameras. Before we get into our overlooked offensive rookies, for this upcoming draft, a little preview for some guys, to maybe pay attention on draft day for day 2. All that stuff. Before we get into all that information, it's been a while. We took a week off. Let's catch up with my dudes, see how they're doing. Phil, how you doing? You have a good weekend? You hanging in there?
Yeah, I had a good weekend. We have a local car show that is pretty poppin', I would say. Like ever since COVID, and also I never say poppin', so that's a first. But it gets going, right? Maybe poppin' is the right word to use there. But did you go to it, Seth?
I did. I saw you.
Oh, yes, I saw you there. Mm-hmm. Jordan, did you go to it?
No, I did not go to
Trent, I saw you on Friday night.
I went on cruise night.
Yeah, so I live pretty close to the downtown, so I like to walk over there.
As you said for about 100 times in this podcast.
Yeah, I live pretty close. Anyhow, I walk down there. My children love it. There's a bunch of swag that people give out. I'm actually wearing a hat, I think. Yes, that I got at there. So
for free?
I got it for free. Yeah, one of my daughters did the little spinny.
Nice.
Spin the wheel thing, and
but you got the prize.
She gave it to me.
Oh, fair.
Nice.
So what else was there? Was there kissing booths? What happened at this thing?
At this thing. Oh, you mean that spinner?
Car show?
Oh, the car show. Yeah, Elvis was there on Friday night, which was pretty big deal. The fans were loving that. But it was pretty cool. A lot of old cars, a lot of cool cars. I'm not a car guy. If you were to say, Phil, you're as rich as you can ever be, what vehicle are you driving? I think I'm driving a moderately lifted full cab Toyota Tacoma. That, and that's not really a car guy's car.
That's such a weak answer, but okay.
I like that car. I feel like that's a good truck, no?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to have a half truck, you can have a half truck.
I think
no, the Toyota Tacoma 4-wheel drive full cab is a pretty nice truck.
It is. I'm not hating on it. I don't think anyone would say that.
I think you would just want I think you would just if you want a truck, why not just get a full size big boy truck? I think
would a Tundra make you happy?
Absolutely not.
I actually think
a Toyota?
The Tacomas are nicer than the Tundras, in my opinion.
I don't mind Toyotas, but the fact that you said if you
could
had
get
any
any
money,
truck.
you said a Toyota. That's the problem.
I like that truck.
People
that's
who
my
drive
favorite truck.
Toyotas don't say that.
There are Toyota bros.
Yeah,
Trent.
there's Toyota bros that you are. Dude, I used to drive an old Tacoma, 2001 single cab.
I remember.
Little 4-banger. That thing was lit, man.
Did that thing have the little side seats? One of my buddies had that car, and it was a half cab in the back, and it had little side seats that came off the sides.
One funny thing is, one of your Trent's cousins and Seth's brother-in-law, I was on a date with a girl for the first time, and we went dove hunting, and your cousin and brother-in-law sat in between us. And
it's not my cousin?
It's Jordan's cousin, too.
I don't want to hear any more else.
Honestly, I tuned you the whole conversation out, but I just heard that.
After Toyotas.
But it was just such a small truck.
Yeah,
it
we
was
got a Toyota bro on the pod
It's very much like one of those lawn trucks. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people use those trucks as utility trucks, when they're doing gardening stuff. Do you get what I'm saying?
I get you.
Yeah. Jordan, good weekend. Me and
it's a lawnmower's truck.
Hey,
it's a yard guy's truck.
I hung out with Jordan at the Beware Bulldogs tailgate at the Fresno State scrimmage. That was fun.
It was fun. It was a good time. Wish I could have stayed longer. Had to leave early, but it was a good time.
Hung out with the Calebs. Handed out some merch. Had a good time. I had to leave early too because I had a wedding, and you've heard of the green V, right? Fresno State has the green V on the back. Well, here's the red V right here. You can tell I'm sunburned.
You can
right
not
there.
pull that
It's
thing
right. Your
all the way
microphone's in the way, but it's okay.
Did you guys see what I said on Twitter? I'm Manscaped that, dude. He
Yeah,
literally, it's he has a fur coat.
That's what the
and a
Lawnmower
tweet
4.0 is for,
Yeah.
Trent. That right there.
Yeah, the guy,
Dude's 20 for 20% off.
The guy's wearing the deepest V possible at church today. It's come on, man, cover that thing up.
Trent was wearing a button up with 5 buttons down.
Yeah, just so inappropriate.
You wish. Then later Saturday night I went to a wedding with Seth. Me and Seth were sitting down in the back row.
Me and Trent sat in the back while our kids were escorted back to the top. Me and Trent were just enjoying it.
Did you guys take any photos?
We took a selfie.
The selfie.
No, but like, did you do a photo booth together?
We should have done a photo booth
Why
together.
didn't you guys?
No, but actually at the wedding it was a really cool idea. There's a camera that like spins around you. You stand in the middle and it spins around you.
How
It's
does
really
that
cool.
work exactly?
It's like a video actually. It's not really a picture, but they send you the video.
So is it like kind of like a carousel and it just goes around, or what would it?
You stand in the middle and it's like an iPad or something like that on a then it's on a motor, on an electric motor, and it revolves around like the circle pad.
That's pretty cool.
And takes a video of you, and it's kind of like
Toyota motor.
It's kind of like, let me throw this in the football reference here. It's like the Brian Kelly LSU video of that cringe video
yes,
he does.
yes, that's exactly what it was.
like that.
Way to bring it back, Seth. Actually, let's
It's-
clap it up for Seth.
That's getting better.
Jordan, what'd you do? I know you had an especially good weekend this weekend.
These guys are both wearing Underdog shirts next to
Yeah.
each other. That's
Yeah.
kind of cute.
Except
Check-
Jordan, I got the
Naughty.
best one.
Yeah, mine sucks.
I actually
Not a
got
fan.
Don't
Did you
bash
guys
our
not get-
sponsor,
Come on,
Jordan. You know, you get a
Jordan.
free shirt and you
Did you
bash
not
it.
get both of those?
Mine sucks. It's a great shirt, but it sucks compared to that one.
Did you not
The
get
black-
that one?
I
This
did
is
not
the
get the
best
black
one.
and yellow.
Oh, I
This
got
one
a
is
black.
I got
and
the
a
black
gray.
and yellow. I got the black and yellow, and I got the yellow on black.
I did not get the yellow.
Oh, I
Yellow
like
on
those
black
two.
one's cool, but I think this one's the best one.
Yeah, I
That's
got
the
those
best
two.
one. Sorry, Underdog.
That one's super comfortable.
Great product though. You have good sponsor.
You want to give us an Underdog promo right here, Jordan? Now that you made it personal.
Yeah, might as well pay it back.
Yeah, Underdog Sports. Underdog is the easiest way to play fantasy sports. Draft your team and forget it. No setting lineups or trades. It is the dude's favorite place to play best ball and all kinds of DFS games. Enter dudes and they will match you up to $100. Yeah, I can't wait for a best ball.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun time.
Sounded like it.
Basically, how that works, Phil, is if you put in $100, they'll give you have $200. So just simple math. You put in $20, they give
Phil
you.
won't ever do
40.
that.
Yeah,
So,
hold on. Let's not let Phil make
No,
fun of
Phil-
Jordan
Phil,
here.
yeah.
Phil will put in $5 and receive 5 when he could just do 100. But it's okay.
Well, did the Lakers lose today, or what happened?
Yeah, what
You
happened?
seem
No,
like a
Lakers
little
won.
grumpy today. Are you okay? You doing all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm great.
Lakers are in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. What's the
They won the first game of the playoffs.
okay?
So-
It's June, right? June is when the whole thing ends.
June 1st, I think, is the first game of the finals.
Okay.
Fun fact, Phil, for you listeners out there, when you listen to this, I will be 1 year closer to 30.
Birthday
Tomorrow's your birthday.
Tomorrow's my birthday.
Yes.
Wow.
All right. I love it. Is that so? Did you do anything fun for that? Is that what you're?
No, tomorrow I think I'm going to go to dinner, but hung out with some buddies on Friday night. Yeah, nothing crazy.
Nice.
Went to the tailgate Saturday.
Was that for your birthday?
Not really.
The
Oh, just
tailgate
kinda
was for
hang
his
out.
birthday.
Tailgate was for my birthday.
What do you want for your birthday? What's one gift if you're like if,
Why would you bring this up? You are you a glutton for punishment? Like
if-
Honestly, I almost was going to bring it up in my diva section. Like, are people who, we can get to there later.
no, but what's one gift you would legitimately want? Or actually, I'll give you three options: $3,000 in your Underdog account,
Okay.
$3,000 towards a new vehicle,
Okay.
$3,000 towards some updates that you can make to your apartment. But like you get to keep those updates regardless. So those are the three things that you get.
There's an easy answer here.
I think he's going Underdog.
Underdog is the easiest way to play fantasy sports. Draft your team and forget it. No steady lineups or trades. It is a dude's favorite place to play best ball and all kinds of DFS games. Enter dudes and they'll match you up to $100.
That was a better promo. Let's talk about
Yeah.
See, I was setting you up.
yeah. It's been a while since we've been on the show. Since last time I was here, I beat Seth in wiffle ball. That was kind of cool. I could bring that
Yeah.
up.
How did he do, Seth?
Wait, we haven't talked about that, have we?
No, we haven't.
You just posted it on social, yeah.
yeah.
So one of our cousins I coach baseball. He's on the baseball team. It's my wife's cousin, Trent's cousin, is dating one of the players on the team. And so he came to the family Easter. And for some reason this year, everyone wanted to play wiffle ball. I think it's because
We have played in the past.
we have played, but like the kid,
we did Bloods versus non-Bloods, and the Bloods let them have it.
But listen, all the Bloods in the family are all terrible baseball players. All
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah, that's crazy because we won. But
How did Trent do? Did he go like one for one?
I think
for
Trent
six?
got on base 1 or 2 times.
I got on twice. I think I went 2 for 4.
With 2 whiffs though. Whiffs
Oh,
a no go.
Trent.
Was it like 10-yard base running? How do you get on base?
Well, I
They
mean,
didn't put an outfielder on those mountains.
it's true. Basically, no one in this family plays baseball except for the oldest, like great grandkid, which is my nephew, and then I played, and then the boyfriend of the cousin played. That's
And so who?
So no, there's no baseball players out there at all.
But you had two.
And
but
they
we
had
had two,
Andy.
but-
And
No,
they
but
had
he
Andy.
can't-
But
They
listen,
had
I
Andy
also have
too.
my brother-in-law, and I hate calling him out here, but he is not a great player.
He was one of your better guys.
What does his name rhyme with? Don't say it. I'm just kidding.
Grant had like 2 hits.
I'm not talking about Grant. Come on, Trent.
It's the one who rhymes with
that guy's
Pullman?
a listener, dude.
I'm sorry, Coleman.
That guy's
I
a
love you,
listener.
but you're
That's
not
jacked
good.
up. That's jacked up.
That is messed up.
But anyways, my team won. So yeah, I just thought I'd throw that in there before we get into.
And so,
our-
what did you say, Trent? 1 for 4? You think?
I went 2 for 4, 2 for 5.
I will
With
say that
3
one of the
walks.
whiffs Trent had, I think the ball touched the ground before it hit the plate.
Scoreboard.
And how'd you do, Seth?
I did good. I think
he
all
didn't
my
whiff, but he just popped out to like right field every time or left field. Like
well, I mean when
it's like Moneyball. You got to get on base, Seth. That's half the battle.
I guess
So you're
How
just
many
a
guys are on
basic-
each team? Like 5-on-5 or?
no, I think they had like 2 extra guys.
It was like 12 on 10.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, it was
Probably
hard.
hard to get on base.
Basically, you hit the ball and
Yeah.
you're in the air, you're out, regardless of how good.
And
you
yeah,
are.
and Seth didn't figure that out till after the game. That if you don't hit it in the air,
I
you're
think
out.
I think I had like 5 at bats, and I think I got on like 3 or 4 times.
So yeah.
I think we won 9-3. But
Did anyone have an infield?
You're counting also the Childs who scored on the plate. Whenever they scored, you counted their runs, but when we got them out, it wasn't an out. So
the same thing went for you.
So it
Seth.
was 9-3. You said.
there's no children on my team.
I think it was 9-3. Yeah.
Anyways.
Blame your loss on a third grader. That's really mature. That makes a lot of sense. But let's there's just been a little bit of NFL news. The Commanders sold OBJ is now a Baltimore Raven. Guy's been an underdog his whole entire life. Did you see that? Like
Are you talking about OBJ? to the
OBJ,
Ravens?
that's what he said. He said I've been an underdog my
Since
whole
when?
entire life. I don't know. It's like you're a first round.
Maybe when
draft
he was at the
pick.
Browns.
He just got paid
Well, he got
eight-
some. No. Remember when he was with the Browns? Like before he went to the Rams, people were like hating on him a ton. Remember his dad did like a whole video on like why the Browns hated him. Do you remember that?
I think this is I think that's like the false underdog. Like he's pumping the story.
Yeah, no,
for
he's
sure,
pumping
for sure.
himself
But
up.
do you remember that? Like how crazy that
No,
dumb that
yeah,
storyline
he-
was?
Yeah, but he
yeah,
made
but
like
it also looked kind of sus.
yeah.
Oh,
well,
it was super weird. Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you. He's not an underdog, but do you remember the Browns time?
yes, no, I do. But it was like yeah, it was weird. Yeah, he's not an underdog. I will say. I don't know how this impacts the Lamar Jackson saga going to Baltimore.
Well, isn't Lamar wanting?
Well,
to
so
get
Lamar
traded?
said he wanted Hopkins and OBJ, and then he talked to the Ravens.
Okay. And then Hopkins is acting like he wants out too.
I would be shocked if he's playing for the Cardinals.
Yeah, me too. And
Chosen
then
Anderson's gone from the
Chosen
Cardinals.
Anderson's at the Dolphins.
He's at the Dolphins. Yeah, the
I don't even know who that is.
That's Robbie
Robbie Anderson.
Anderson. Changed his name. It's terrible.
I don't even know
So
that.
the Cardinals
That's
are going
not
to be
even
without
news.
Chosen, without
Hopkins.
Hopkins,
They're rebuilding.
Yeah.
and their coach is the quarterback coach at SC now.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's true. Yeah, the OBJ I think Lamar should be happy with that. Like I don't know if he's still a number 1 in his career. I will say the last time we watched Odell Beckham Jr. play football, he looked like the best he had been in his career. You know what I mean? In that Super Bowl,
I don't know
he was
about the best, but
he was
I
getting
think he was
guys
better on
open.
the
He was
Giants,
making
but,
catches.
like it was a big jump from Cleveland to LA because at Cleveland he did nothing,
Which I'm kind he did nothing.
regardless if that was his fault or not. So
I'm kind of shocked he didn't try and go back to the Giants. I feel like he wanted at some point to go back to the Giants, right?
There was murmurs of that and stuff. What he got? He got 15 million.
18, I thought.
18. Like he got good money. So he definitely was just going for it. You know what I'm saying?
Like he was just looking for some money. There was nothing else besides the Chosen Anderson, right? Like, was there any other moves that happened?
Nothing too big right here. No, we're kind of in that lull here. I think
We're in the dead zone for
there's
NFL
gonna be
offseason.
there's going to be some trades coming up here pretty soon. You
What
know, with the
happens with
draft and
Lamar,
everything.
Jordan? Do you think he stays in Baltimore?
Yeah. I heard Baltimore's operating under the assumption that he stays in Baltimore.
Me too.
That he'll be their quarterback.
Well, did you see what Ben Roethlisberger said about him? Big Ben came out and said he said something like, when Lamar's in the pocket, you don't fear him. Like you're not scared of Lamar Jackson in the pocket. So maybe that's what NFL teams are looking at, but he's not getting paid for some reason. But
I mean, you already said this. Is OBJ really a weapon? Like, does it have really any fantasy relevance?
It might be the best weapon he's ever had since he's been in Baltimore, though. Like, maybe Marquise Hollywood Brown was better. You know what I mean? Like, they have not been able to get...
I mean, Mark Andrews is the best.
Yeah, Mark Andrews is the best, but wide receiver-wise, like, I don't know. If they don't have... Yeah, I don't know. If they don't have Mark Andrews stock, that's just going to hurt the tight end market even more.
And does OBJ retire after this year? Like... Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just...
I know. I don't think he'll retire, but the guy that says he might retire is Tyreek Hill. What did he say? He's going to retire
after this contract's up.
Yeah, which is weird to me, but it says he has
he'll be 30. He'll be 31.
Yeah, it says he has other things he wants to do.
There's nothing wrong with that. I wonder what those other things he wants to do are. You know what I'm saying?
Who knows? But, Phil, you want to give us a Trophy Smack promo here real quick, then we'll jump into the overlooked rookies. We're going to go over quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, maybe some tight ends. We got some divas and all that good stuff. We do not have a draft this week. We will have one next week, though. Just in time for the draft. We're going to do a professional bust draft, so you won't want to miss that. But sorry, you're going to have to wait a week for it. Phil, you want to hit us with that Trophy Smack?
No, so Trent, I mean, did you ever play sports as a child?
Yes, I did, Phil.
And what was your favorite part at the end of the season? What was your favorite part?
If we won, we got a trophy.
And going to a pizza party, getting a trophy.
Yes.
Wasn't that the best thing that you can do?
Yes.
As an adult, you don't get that, right? You may have a pizza party with friends. You may get together, gather around a table, have a meal, share a meal together. But no one really gets rewarded if they win their fantasy football league. And there's not a lot of people who actually get ridiculed or abused enough. I think maybe we shouldn't say that part, but people who don't get made fun of enough for not winning their fantasy football league, right? And there's some people who do like various things, like in public, they'll shame them in public.
Well, that's
you know what I'm saying?
No, but that's the thing.
But it's your friend. Your friend.
Everyone
you can beat
gets
up
a
on your
participation award nowadays.
Yeah,
give a loser award out to these kids.
Give a loser award out and make people, not other adults that you're in the league.
Well, no, I'm talking about like these participation. Like everyone's a winner nowadays. Like, hey, if you got last, you get this. You don't get just a gold ribbon.
Yeah, no, give them a toilet seat that they have to wear around their neck at the next draft. Like something like that. The trophies are one of the biggest things and why you play fantasy football. You can't print off the group chat. You have to have something that shows why you're as valuable as you are in the fantasy football league. Who knows? If you're not carrying around, if your name's not on that trophy, you might be bounced the next year. People get bounced if they're not winning championships. You know what I'm saying? So go to trophysmack.com/dudes for 15% off. Get your trophies, belts, rings, draft boards, drafts coming up, loser awards, whatever you guys are looking for. Trophy Smack has it. That's again, trophysmack.com/dudes for 15% off your fantasy football need trophies. So that's the Trophy Smack. We're we're a sponsor. We've been around maybe 45 days now. We've been with them for a little bit. So I think did we get our dynasty trophy yet? We got to show that off.
Yeah, I need to get that.
We need to do that. Maybe I just need to pull the trigger and not, I'm trying to. I'm worried about
for people to confirm, but I have not seen any.
I'm waiting for the opinion of Cheap, and I need to just make a decision. Honestly,
you're waiting for the opinion
of what?
Sheep.
A lion shouldn't worry about the opinion of sheep.
It sounded like he said cheap is the problem. And
shoe fits. Where's it?
We're all in that dynasty league, and have you guys seen any text messages about?
And I won it, so I kind of want it.
Yeah, and I took second.
Well, but I also spanked you.
Everyone on my roster was hurt.
No, but here's the deal. Like I sent I've sent a couple like rough drafts out there. I don't think Seth's ever responded.
I have never gotten the rough draft.
I've never gotten it either.
There's been rough drafts. It was about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, both of you are actually notorious for not responding to that group chat. So I'll say
I actually don't think that's true, but
he did send a rough draft. I saw it. Yeah,
just buy it.
Fine. It was a picture.
I know you constantly hear you've never done anything with your life. For once in your life, do something.
I wish.
And
you're
going to trophysmack.com.
I wish we weren't recording
right?
this on YouTube, or I would do something about this. But anyways, go check us out on YouTube at tffdudes. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a 5-star rating and review if you're enjoying this pod. Scroll down the bottom. And as always, remember, guys, don't be rude. Share the dudes. Really helps us out. Overlooked rookie quarterbacks. These are the guys we're looking at. Like,
hold up. Before I interrupt you.
What? You found the text that you didn't respond to, or you did respond?
Yeah, these aren't real though.
Yeah, they were. Those were potentially real. Yes.
No.
A unicorn was real.
Yes, but that was something that we could have done. You could have a unicorn.
Were there. You
Donald Trump on the trophy's real.
Yeah, that's something they have on there. Yeah.
Me with
Those are all-
maracas.
Here's an idea. Go
So
to
stupid.
Trophy Smack and see all the options they have on there. I was showing off everything we could do. That was real. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You guys
know,
could.
when you
If
said
everybody would have
actual-
said yes, I would have bought any of those trophies. Absolutely.
Yeah, you can't call that a real giraffe, Trent. You just
Okay,
saw
well,
those
you just told me to
incentives.
buy a trophy, Seth. So you're getting
Buy
a
a
unicorn with
trophy
a
then.
rainbow.
Fine,
So-
that's great.
okay. Cool. All right,
He'll
quarterback.
put it. That'll be like his.
Just make sure you buy it at Trophy Smack.
Yes.
What is the thing that goes on the front
The
of the car? Like
Oh.
the hood ornament. That's going to be Seth's hood ornament for the next year. Go ahead, Trent.
So just day 2 quarterbacks. This guy's kind of jumping the rankings. Is Hendon Hooker?
Can
There's
we
a
have
lot
a
of-
better
there's-
segue into that? Let's just.
I
start
interrupted
that
this
over.
segue.
Yeah. Let's start that segue over again.
Overlooked rookie quarterbacks we are going into right now. Hendon Hooker at 6'3", 217 pounds, was not able to run his 40 because his knee is still getting repaired. There's rumors that his knee might be ready for the season opener, for training
Okay.
camp. That's kind of some stuff they're saying. Seattle showed a lot of interest in Hendon Hooker. I like Hendon, especially, he's ranked 82nd overall on PFF. So for a quarterback, he might be a day 2 guy that I think maybe doesn't play right away. But he's one of my day 2 favorite quarterbacks, Jordan. I don't know if there's anyone else you kind of are looking in there. Like,
Why do people like Tanner McKee so much?
I'm looking.
I'm
I'm
wondering about
peeking
that
at
too.
Jordan's computer here, and I'm seeing the same thing, and I'm like, the PFF rank is like 30 spots higher.
37 overall. In
Yeah,
the top.
it's-
I don't understand it. I'm
Yeah,
trying to look at the ESPN
that like
mock
bothers
here.
me because I'm like, Stanford was trash.
well, and his stats aren't that good, but he had good
They said he's the most accurate quarterback.
And he's probably one of the quickest in terms of getting his throw. I was like 2.5.
I guess they're
2.4.
saying
That's
that
what
like
that's
it's
kinda
a
off
pro
the
Phil
Ran,
probably
but-
loves him, though, because he loves Davis Mills.
I do like Davis Mills, but Jordan.
I think Davis Mills was way better than Tanner McKee, though. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't
His
know.
grade. I mean, what's crazy is you're right. His grade through the season was so much lower than Hendon Hooker, but maybe Hendon Hooker is a little bit lower because he was injured. Like I think that's probably like the torn ACL is a big deal. I'd imagine.
Well,
and he's 25.
yeah, Tanner McKee threw 13 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. I think he might have been injured part of the year. I can't figure
13
that out.
though, that's hardly anything.
But he is 6'6". He's a junior.
6'6",
so the age,
231.
Yeah, the
Like,
age.
he's a big dude.
Yeah, the age is there, right? So that does kind of help. Where it's Hendon Hooker's kind of old, right? I can't remember what his age
He's
is.
25.
25. So that's kind of an old rookie, right? So I don't know. I don't know why people like Tanner McGee so much.
I just don't get it, I guess.
Like, am I crazy to say that I think Jake Hayner could be better in the NFL than Tanner McKee? Like, I know a lot of
No,
people.
you're not crazy.
I don't want to bring up Fresno State too much, but
I think probably. Yeah, I don't know.
no, Tanner McGee played 13 games this year. Like,
So 1 touchdown a game. How many,
basically,
they're
yeah.
saying he's the most accurate quarterback. How many passes did he throw all year? 100?
Yeah, but like Stanford's not really known for having like great wide receivers usually either.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like given what the PFF gave him on there or on whatever their site was, it's like, I don't know. They're hyping him up for being a top quarterback when he's not.
For what it's worth,
I mean, he
this-
almost had
this mock-
3,000 yards.
This mock I'm looking at has Tanner McKee going in the 5th round.
okay.
And I'm trying to find. This is a mock by Jordan Reed on ESPN. I'm going to assume that he has Hooker going in the. I can't find. I have to really search this, but I don't see him. He has DTR going in the 4th round.
Like I could see somebody taking a gamble on Dorian Thompson Robinson. Like,
Yeah, I don't mind that. I
I
just
feel like we watched him play quite a bit of games, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we watched him play.
but we're also West Coast Pac-12 after dark. Maybe you get home.
they
and
have
see
Hayner
that
in the
on.
5th. I can't. I must just be missing Hendon Hooker here, but.
A lot of guys are big on like Jaron Hall. Also, Jordan. I'm not a.
Yeah, I just saw Jaron Hall, Clayton Tune. I must just be missing Hendon Hooker in this draft.
I'm waiting for a quarterback whisperer over here to say who his Brock Purdy is of this year. He's probably going to go with something like Malik Cunningham or Aiden O'Connell is what I'm
Clayton
guessing.
Tune.
Clayton Tune.
from Houston.
gosh.
Just messing around, obviously. No, I think just apparently the Cowboys have showed interest in your boy there, Trent,
Hendon?
in Tanner McKee.
Oh, Tanner McKee.
Yeah, they've shown some interest along with the Packers and the Cardinals. I don't think that says a ton.
Oh,
but
this draft has Hendon Hooker going the Titans in round 2.
Okay. Well, yeah.
So there's a pretty big gap there.
Yeah, and then the Seahawks are like taking pictures with like every single quarterback that's going to go in the first
every single
round.
draft prospect, basically.
Basically,
They're
yeah.
all taking stuff. Have you seen that, Seth?
Yeah, it's weird.
It's about as bad as.
It's like you're not getting him, so just stop.
Whose selfie was worse, Bryce Young and the Seahawks, or me and Seth's wedding selfie?
Bryce Young and the Seahawks.
Hey, man, this
Our wedding selfie went kind of hard.
this quarterback class
I wouldn't say
drops
that,
off
but
pretty
I wouldn't go
good.
that far.
After
What'd you say?
this quarterback class drops off pretty
It
good.
drops. It drops for sure.
I mean, I heard
Drop it like
Stetson
it's
Bennett. Stetson Bennett, they're saying is like maybe not wouldn't even get drafted. Lots of off the field issues.
What are you talking
He
about?
had the
specifically?
disorderly conduct.
Yeah, they're
drunk in
saying though
public,
like that.
right?
There's a lot of people are very concerned about Stetson Bennett. They could see him not even getting drafted at all. I mean, Aiden O'Connell, Malik Cunningham, Jaron Hall. I don't know who Tyson Bagent is. Who's this guy?
Wow, I can't believe they have Max Duggan
Max-
that far.
Tyson Bagent. PFF doesn't even have him at a school.
Who is this guy?
It's his unknown team.
Yeah, look that up. That's
I actually surprised. Why do you guys think Duggan's so far down? It's PFF has him at, or whatever this mock was, has 392.
you think they're kind of throwing him in as like a system quarterback, like
But what's weird is like he was that whole team.
their wide receiver. They had a really good wide receiver.
I understand
yeah.
that, but like he also like in that
Like
the
that-
semifinal game, that was him.
Yeah,
but
he
I mean,
won
look
that.
at Tebow though. I mean, I'm not saying that they're the same type of quarterback. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying
Yeah, but I'm just saying like people took a way higher chance on Tebow than they did him.
that's true.
Tyson Bagent, to go back to that, is a Division II quarterback from Shepherd University. He broke the most career touchdown passes across all NCAA divisions.
Wow.
He was at the combine too.
How tall is he? Does it say on there?
He is 6'3".
Interesting. Ran a 4.79.
He had visits to West Virginia and Maryland before his senior year and in the portal, but ultimately decided to stay at Shepherd.
That's kind of cool.
So yeah, but I mean, these guys just aren't. It's just not a good quarterback class.
No, it's
Outside of the top
as much
four?
as I like Jake Hayner, like it's not like he's.
oh yeah, no.
I mean, Clayton Tune is an old man. I feel like he's 24 to 25. DTR, I think DTR has some upside.
Yeah,
and Hooker has
his
some
running
upside.
too. Yeah,
But I mean, we're talking about Jake Hayner being like the 7th ranked quarterback.
Are we almost out of this whole COVID, like with all these like 7th year
I
seniors?
think this there might be. So for sure, a good chunk of them will be done this next year.
This upcoming
Upcoming season of college sports will be. There might be a few that still, if they were like redshirting that, like if 2021 or 1920 was like their redshirt year, then I think they might be able to have like another year. But a good chunk of them will be done after this.
Yeah.
In 2 years, I think it will be completely done.
Yeah, but I think you're still the only difference is for quarterbacks, depending on where they go. We could see quarterbacks entering in the NFL draft later, though, especially with all the NIL deals. Like a lot of those guys are going to want to, not a lot, some of those guys are going to want to stick around because
sure.
a lot of them can make a lot of money their senior year rather than going to the draft and may not end up anywhere. Do you
If
get
you're
what
a
I'm
fifth
saying?
round draft pick, like if you're, for example, DTR, UCLA, 4th round draft pick, 5th round draft pick, or stay at UCLA and get all the NIL money.
That's the thing. Like you may get quarterbacks coming in later into the draft to make more money their senior year in college.
I even
It's
think,
a total possibility.
I think it's more possible with like running backs potentially staying in college to make more money rather than like quarterbacks.
I think
You don't
that's-
think you really?
I
know
think I get what you're saying.
CJ Stroud thought about staying with how much
Okay,
money he
but
was getting.
we're not talking about CJ Stroud. We're talking about like a Clayton Tune for Houston. That's what you're talking about, right, Phil?
No, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But
He'd make more in college than the NFL.
I see
Yes.
Trent's point. Like for running backs, the seasons, it's like their lifetime as
Yeah,
a running
yeah,
back is short lived.
okay.
I understand what you're saying, but I think quarterbacks are going to make way more money in
Like,
NIL deals than a running back. will.
DTR played all 5 years at UCLA.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't make
knows-
sense for him to leave early because he probably gets more NIL money at a school like UCLA than he does
Oh
in the
yes,
fifth
for
round of a
sure,
draft.
absolutely. So we may see quarterbacks entering into the draft around these ages. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward, just because of that. So I don't know. Yeah, COVID stuff might be done, but the NAI and why do I keep saying NIL deal stuff may extend the life of a college quarterback.
I thought Doran Thompson Robson DTR. I thought he was faster than a 4.5, which 4.5 still.
I think he's
blazing
more
fast.
football. I think he's football fast.
Okay,
Agile.
that makes sense.
Man, Hendon Hooker is old. He's 25 years old.
Yeah, for a rookie, yeah. So, kind of looks old too, looking at his picture, honestly. But what am I looking at here?
Go to running backs.
Let's jump over to running back. So, like, there's the Bijan Robinsons, there's the Jamar Gibbs. I like
Jameer Gibbs.
Jameel. Is that what you said?
Jameer.
Okay, Jameer. Looking at running backs, like I don't know, like Charbonnet, like that's a late night. Like I'm looking at stuff the Cowboys are getting. There's a lot of mocks having the Cowboys getting Zach Charbonnet from UCLA.
So this one I'm looking at has Gibbs going in the second, and then nobody until what did I just see? I saw
Devin Achney, is that how you pronounce it?
A-Chain.
A-Chain from A&M.
Yeah, he's good. So
4.3, man.
There's actually
he's
two
super fast.
potential Texas quarterbacks that are going in.
Two running backs, yeah.
That are going this year.
Roshan too.
Yeah, Roshan's kind of a guy, and I'm like, that's kind of an interesting one. Like, right situation could be pretty good.
Roshan?
Yeah. Like do we have his 40? He ran a 4.58. 6 foot, kind of tall. Like I'd almost rather Dallas take Roshan than like reaching on like a Charbonnet. You know what I mean?
So,
like I'd rather
this
go to a later
mock
round.
by Jordan Reed has Bijan going in the first round, Jameer Gibbs in the end of the second round, and doesn't have another running back being taken until Tank Bigsby with the Jaguars at 88, and then Charbonnet with the Cowboys at 90, and then
See, I would
Tyjae Spears, who I like Tyjae Spears a lot, him going at 97. And then
Tyjae versus USC he just put on a show.
he
put on an absolute
is really
show.
good.
Yeah.
Tyjae is good.
Like I would be just talking Dallas, like I would be more happy with it. Because there's even guys saying, Bijan going to Dallas in the first round potentially. I would be happier with like Tank. I'd be thrilled with Bijan going to Dallas. Like I think it'd be fun, but I'd rather get the value of like a Tank Bigsby in the second or third round rather than a Bijan, just because of how the running back position is. But like Tank Bigsby, what I like about Tank Bigsby is one of my favorite running backs in this class is his team wasn't very good. And he still produced. You know what I mean? Like you could tell he's in the SEC, didn't have a good offensive line, and he still produced and put up good numbers. Whereas like other guys maybe have a better offensive line and stuff like that. Like Tank Bigsby had to scrap a little bit more for what he could get. Like I think his yards after contact are really good.
You want a gritty guy is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, it's just like Charbonnet, like they said Charbonnet, he had a really good offensive line at UCLA. And he's 6 foot, 214. So like I think I'd rather take Bigsby, even though he's 6 foot also, so he isn't like a small running back. He's good size, 6 foot, 210. Charbonnet 6 foot, 214. So
I think my favorite running backs is I like Tyjae Spears, man. This guy,
he's fun to watch.
1,000 with 1,052 yards after contact.
Yeah, and
That's crazy.
He's 21.
Yeah. Who else? Deuce Vaughn. Who doesn't love Deuce Vaughn, man?
Who
that guy
doesn't?
is-
Yeah.
like Deuce Vaughn.
But
5'5", man, and 180 at 5'5", like that guy's jacked.
He's not super old. He's only
my height
21 and a
weight, just for what
half.
it's worth.
Like,
What?
That's
I said that's
Being
my
one-
height and weight, just for what it's worth.
Yeah, but you're also not very muscular.
I'd like to see your
what's his
body
40
fat
time? What
percentage.
was his
it
40
doesn't
time?
have
We
his
just wear
40
it
time
differently.
Here. Let's look at Deuce
We just
Vaughn.
wear
Let's
it
see
differently.
if Phil can run even relatively close to this.
If it's within there's no shot Moreno on my
Oh,
running
4'4".
He reported
Yes,
a
no.
4.44, yeah.
close. Yeah, I'm about 3
3
seconds.
seconds. 3
slower.
seconds, yeah.
I'm just messing with
7'4".
you. No, but he's a late round guy. Where do you see? I mean, we're
Dallas. His dad's a scout for the Cowboys.
Would you
I'm
want
serious.
that?
I like Deuce Vaughn.
I feel like him and
It is
Pollard
weird.
might be a little bit
Too similar.
That'd be
don't you
kind of
think?
cool.
It's
Too similar,
kind of
though.
weird though that his dad is one of the Cowboys like head scouts though.
I feel like a guy like Bill Belichick would love him again. He had Danny
Oh,
Woodhead.
I could see Belichick going after him.
Do you know what I'm saying?
What about all the rumblings about Bijan, like Belichick wanting Bijan Robinson? Like, then what are you doing in fantasy drafts? You know, like then do you really want to get him as much? Like, if you have the 101 in a super flex dynasty, would you want Bijan if he went to New England? I think I wouldn't.
probably, but you don't really have a choice. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think for some reason, like I would think of, I don't know why, I'm not going to even make the comparison. When LeGarrette Blount was at the Patriots, like I think it would be a similar.
Yeah.
Do you remember that, Seth?
It'd just be a hot hand approach, really.
Another guy. Do you guys ever watch Keaton Mitchell at East Carolina?
I haven't.
4.37, 31 carries of 15 plus yards. He's fast, big play guy. Another guy, small, 5'8", 180.
I know you really like Mohamed
Ibrahim.
Yeah.
I wonder if he doesn't have the speed or the. He's also almost 25 years old.
Yeah. He's 24 and a half. Yeah. No, I just brought that up because I know there was some hurt
Chatter about
feelings
him.
during the season.
Oh
with
yeah, yeah. But he was a great fantasy running back in college. Chase Brown, Illinois. Yeah, I think Zach Evans is interesting out of Ole Miss. He was at TCU, then went to Ole Miss last year. But I think my favorite, Deuce Vaughn, Tyjae Spears. I think Tyjae Spears is going to be good in the NFL.
Yeah. No, I agree. I've always been a Jordan Mims fan at Fresno State. You know, I know we always go back to this, but like I liked him more than Ronnie Rivers. I thought he ran harder. He's 6'1". I didn't realize he was that big. I always
Nor
thought
did
he was
I.
a big.
Wow.
I thought he was a big running back. I didn't realize he was that big.
But is that confirmed, or is it just what he was listed on the Fresno State?
This is on PFF, so I'm pretty sure
so
they
it's
take
probably
this
more
off
accurate.
of
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
But yeah, I feel like maybe a committee could have a solid career. Maybe like,
I don't think he's going to get drafted for
he's probably going to be a
unsigned agent,
unsigned free agent, kind of like Ronnie Rivers.
That's a good point. I actually liked Mims a lot.
Like he's a big running back, like 6'1". I think that's one of the bigger running backs in this class, actually.
What do you think about Mims, Jordan?
What, like, as far as...
Yeah, he is he is the tallest running back in this class.
He's good. I don't think he's going to get drafted, so he's going to have to make it on undrafted, so...
It's kind of tough.
Yeah. But it can be done as a running back.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any other guys we really want to... But yeah, there's some deep... It's definitely a deep running back class. Like you have...
I like the class.
Yeah.
Because you even have a guy like...
It's all going to be situation where these guys go. There could be a lot of like rookie, relevant running backs this year in fantasy football. But anyway, even like Sean Tucker. All right. We'll pass this over to wide receivers here. Some, overlooked rookies, maybe. Jalen Hyatt's kind of a guy that comes to mind to me, Jordan. I know he's just a big play guy, and maybe I just am thinking too much about him just tearing up Alabama. Or was that the other guy who had the big Alabama game?
No, it was Hyatt.
Yeah, he had a big game. Nathaniel Dell. No, not Nathaniel Dell. Sorry.
Tank Dell from Houston?
Yeah, well, yeah, he wasn't the guy I was looking at. He's only 5'8", right?
He's a really good college receiver though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the wide.
Big
I don't know. I
separator.
kind of like it. I like it. I don't like the wide receiver class. Like,
I just want a little bit like Quentin Johnson. He's gonna be an earlier guy probably, but he has a really bad contested catch percentage. Like,
which is weird for how huge he is.
Like, he's not a huge high point guy.
He's gonna be in the first
Probably
round.
didn't play basketball.
Maybe not. I don't know, but yeah, no, he might be. I think he might be dropping out of the first round, Jordan. Like, it's hard for me to get excited for like Jackson Smith Najigba. Is that how you say his last name?
JSN.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like a slot receiver as a first round guy seems weird.
What do you think about Xavier Hutchinson, Jordan?
I like him. He's good. I mean, it's just here's the deal with receiver. There is a million.
There's a million
receivers, right?
And there's no size.
For the record, Quentin Johnson did play basketball.
All right.
I could have told you that without Googling that.
No, I was more saying it, like one of those basketball guys they always talk about.
Yeah.
Well, I would think a lot of these guys did play basketball.
Like Jalen Moreno Cropper from Fresno State. This is one of the worst classes for a slot receiver to come into. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Because there's a million of them.
because there's a million of them.
Nathaniel Dell.
Tank Dell, man, that guy was a stud at Houston.
Like the top guys are all slot guys.
Rashee Rice, pretty solid out of SMU. Man, Jalen Hyatt's ranked that.
I think it's because he didn't have that good of a season.
Yeah, but he's going to be
right?
projected as like the 45th, 41st. I have him 41 overall in my mock. A.T. Perry out of Wake Forest. Interesting. It's huge. Big dude, big guy, fast. Cedric Tillman out of Tennessee. I think Tillman might be pretty good.
Yeah. And then like another guy like PFF has Michael Wilson ranked 66.
I think the ultimate wild card in this draft, the ultimate sleeper, is Kayshawn out of LSU. Boutte.
He's almost 21.
Yeah, like that.
And he was supposed to be a surefire first overall draft pick, and then he had ankle surgery. He was the number one receiver. Like if the draft happens like a year ago, he's drafted in the first round.
Yeah, I remember that now.
He couldn't leave, and I mean the guy was a stud. An absolute stud. Like so yeah, that is going to be very interesting to me because can he get back to what he did?
Yeah, the guy's probably been through so many physicals and everything, so
Let's look at his.
like no one's going to take a risk on that guy without knowing for sure, right? So, but yeah, I could see that being like a really big steal here. Jordan is.
He was a 5-star recruit, ranked nation number 2 wide receiver. In 2020 against Ole Miss, set the SEC record for receiving yards in a game with 14 catches for 308 yards and 3 touchdowns. He was going to be a top draft pick.
Yeah.
Sort of out of the nowhere question, but like I don't see any receivers on here from Georgia. Are they getting all their guys back?
I was thinking that too. Yeah, I don't. Maybe.
Isn't that's kind of weird though, right? You would think you would see at least maybe one of those guys, right? But I don't see any of those guys listed from Georgia after winning a national championship.
I was looking at the same thing here.
Jordan, do you know any of those guys? Is that weird to you? You know what I'm saying?
Well, one of them is not going to get drafted.
So maybe you have some of these guys coming back.
Some went in the portal, I'm pretty sure. Some transferred.
To get more recognition.
Yeah, like after you win 2 rings, like
Yeah, and
What-
it's
what
not
more are you
like
gonna
it's
do?
not like Georgia receivers were really being drafted in high. I mean, the big player out of Georgia, right, is the
Tight end who can't even get drafted yet.
yeah,
He can't get drafted yet.
Bowers. Yeah.
Oh, he's a true sophomore.
Well, I'm talking about the other one, Washington.
Oh yeah.
Like he's
yeah.
the
Oh,
biggest
yeah,
one
yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah,
out of
they're
that
like
school.
talking. Yeah.
Right, he's the draft prospect out of the school this year.
So, Kyrus Jackson declared for the draft. I think he's. Do you have him with the PFF where he's at, Trent? I think he's way down there.
Say that guy's name again.
Kyrus Jackson.
I think he's on page 2. I think I saw him.
Yeah, I think he's on page 2, so way down there. A.D. Mitchell and Blaylock transferred. Yeah, I mean, they don't.
Weird.
Yeah, he is like
They bring back Lad McConkey, the white guy.
Yeah, he'll probably get drafted.
Ray
right?
Thomas, love it. Oh, they got a transfer from. No, they got transfers. So I don't.
Put it this way, Phil. All those guys like Kyrus Jackson is rated lower than Nico Remigio.
Really?
Yeah,
My boy.
yeah, your boy. So this guy, like, I'm not hearing too much buzz about him, Jordan. But I'm just going through here looking at, tall bodies like Bryce Ford Wheaton from West Virginia.
Yep.
He's 6'4", runs a 4.38,
Yeah.
23 years old. Like, that's a guy I feel like goes the right spot, could have a pretty decent career.
Another guy like that is Jonathan Mingo out of Ole Miss. Big guy. Ran a 4.45. That's pretty good. Yeah, Wheaton has a 4.38. That's fast.
Yeah, like I just have to look at this and be like, man, when you're coming, day 2, third round, fourth round, whatever, you start looking at this like Bryce Ford Wheaton,
You're
6'4",
an Oklahoma
4'3".
guy, Trent. What about Marvin Mims?
He's so small is what hurt. And like, what's making me think is like Marquise Hollywood Brown's kind of what I'm thinking of. And it's making me not excited for him. And then also he had good stats this year, but like, if you look at Oklahoma, they were kind of playing catch up the whole year. So it was kind of more like air raid. This wasn't like a Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts offense that was just scoring points on people. Like, these stats are padded because they were getting beat. That's why I've had trouble getting excited for Marvin Mims. It could be good, 4.38. Like, you can't teach that kind of speed, but
he averaged 19.5 yards per catch. That's pretty.
Yeah,
that's pretty solid.
I actually think my 3 favorite sleepers in here is Tillman, A.T. Perry, and Keyshawn Boutte.
Keyshawn's a sneaky one. I like that.
I mean, I like Tillman too. He's pretty. He's 6'3", 215. A.T. Perry, that guy was really good at Wake Forest too. Mm-hmm. The guy who I think like wouldn't be shocked. He's going to be a second round draft pick, so it's not really a sleeper. But like, it wouldn't shock me if he ends up being the best receiver in this class. Is Josh Downs out of North Carolina? I know he's small, but like, he's really, really good. Really good. Great route runner. I know he runs out of slot, but I don't know. I like Josh Downs quite a bit.
So I'm just looking at this, and like I'm just looking at PFF's top rankings 1 through 30. Like, there's Quentin Johnson, JSN, Zay Flowers, Jordan Addison. Those are 4 wide receivers in the top 30.
Yeah.
And then tight ends, you have Dalton Kincaid at 15, Michael Mayer at 28. So, I mean, it'd be crazy if 2 tight ends went in the first round of this
I
draft.
think it will. It's possible it happens.
Yeah, because I heard some chatter of like, Michael Mayer, he's kind of one of those guys. Like, he was their offense.
So
he never had a quarterback, right? At Notre
this
Dame.
mock draft has Dalton Kincaid going 38 to the Raiders, which makes a lot of sense. And Darnell Washington at 45 to the Packers. Maybe he has Mayer being drafted already. Let me look.
Like, I liked that Luke Musgrave from Oregon State. We watched him play. We all went to that Fresno State Oregon State game. He was pretty good, 6'6", 253, ran a 4.6.
Wow, that is fast.
Yeah, he had a knee injury, but yeah, he had a good game against Fresno State and had a touchdown. Really good athlete. This could be a guy, like, seems like all the good tight ends get drafted like in the second, third round, and it takes them, for whatever reason, tight end in the NFL takes a couple years to develop.
Sam Laporta. And this guy does not like Michael Mayer. Was it not Michael Mayer?
Laporta is going to be good.
Think so?
He's an Iowa guy. Like, name one bad Iowa tight end that's in the NFL.
It's true.
It's like, that's like tight end university.
Take a dynasty dart throw at that guy.
Schoonmaker out of Michigan.
Spoon?
I will pass on the joke that comes to mind.
No, there's Old Dominion has a tight end who is 6'7", Zach Kuntz. 6'7", runs a 4.5. Yeah, a lot of
Air Force has a guy in there, Kyle Patterson.
good old,
PFF rank 358. That's pretty
good
far.
old KP. Anyways, I don't know. Is there any other guys you want to throw in here on this list, guys, or what are you thinking? We can get into some divas here real quick. Wrap this thing up. If there's,
It's actually a pretty strong tight end class.
it is a strong tight end class. Like,
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I think I was doing some research, but Dalton Kincaid just got cleared. You guys saw that, right?
Cleared from what?
I think he had some significant injuries. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, this mock has Michael
wrong
Mayer
there?
going in the first
I don't
round.
know.
Interesting.
Kincaid has, he had 890 yards last year for Utah.
Yeah, he was good. Real good at Utah.
I think the biggest nugget from this whole thing was Sam Laporta from Iowa being a good tight end. Like, I think Phil's probably right. He had 20 broken tackles this year on 58 catches.
That's really good.
Dude, I'm telling you, Iowa makes
He's
the
good.
best
You guys,
tight ends.
Well, here's the other issue,
It
Trent.
is tight end you.
It's tight in you.
The other issue is that he had 58 catches with the quarterback who couldn't throw the football.
Yeah.
Who was that guy? That guy was horrible. I know that guy's not being drafted. What was that guy's name? Do you guys remember? Did you guys watch much of Iowa?
I didn't watch a
didn't.
bunch of Iowa.
Is it Petrus?
Spencer Petrus. That guy was so bad. And Iowa barely,
Yeah, it's true. He is bad.
58 catches for, with a quarterback can't throw and an offense that doesn't want to throw.
Yeah. Well, looking at Michael Mayer here, 2,099 yards, scored 18 times. He's a true junior at Notre Dame.
That guy, they literally threw him the football every single time. The last,
he was their
last
offense,
6 games of
yeah.
that season.
So
Yeah, I like tight end class.
solid. Okay, well, I think it's time. Let's get into our divas here. Divas, if you're new to the show, we met some maybe new listeners at the tailgate on Saturday. Divas are something we go over, just stuff that ticks us off in our everyday life that we go over on the show. Just a little time to, decompress the whole pod of everything that Phil's put us through. So basically that's it. But before we get into that, today's episode is brought to you by Manscaped, and Manscaped, it's just, it's for the modern man. We got the Lawnmower 4.0. Seth has the Weed Whacker right there on the table, and go enter Dudes 20 for 20% off your whole entire order. Manscaped, you won't regret it. They got some nice boxers they got the Boxers 2.0. They got all that good stuff. Yeah,
I'm finally getting I'm
Phil's
getting a
package
delivery.
is finally coming in. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's good.
fathers. It's there's. I think they sent me a gift. I just had my 4th child. It's like kind of a, like a Father's Day
I don't think
gift.
they care.
Maybe. Well, hey, there's
They care, Jordan.
Hey, it's getting sweaty season, right? It's gonna be swamp season. Nothing good grows in a swamp, as they say. But they have these the crop mop, and I was a little sweaty getting ready for the show here. Didn't have time to take a shower. We started 30 minutes earlier than normal.
Yeah.
Got one of these crop mops. It was basically like it's like a shower in a little bag. It's a little wipe. Felt good to go. Probably don't need to shower till, I don't know,
Another
Wednesday.
week and a
tomorrow
half.
night. Who knows? But yeah, it's
You gonna use
refreshing.
that Lawnmower 4.0 when you shower, Trent?
No, I just used the crop mop. I might not shower ever again.
He didn't get the joke.
Yeah, he didn't get it.
For the chest?
Yes.
Chest area.
Yeah, well, no, because I'm burnt. I'm crisp. I'm like a tomato here. I'm not going to let anything touch
You know what?
that.
Maybe his wife likes the hairy chest.
He wears he unbuttons like 3 or 4, but like Seth said, he's not wrong.
And he wears some like weird chain too.
Yeah, it's odd.
Seth, you're the only guy on the pod wearing a chain right now.
I know.
Yeah, because we can't see yours because you're not wearing a button-down shirt.
The chain hangs lower than that, Trent.
All right. Well, these new crop mops, they are refreshing, specifically designed for male hygiene and extra care. They keep you clean and refreshed while soothing aloe vera leaves skin smooth and balanced. Our individual packaged wipes can be carried in your pocket or wallet since they're approximately the size of a credit card. Great for daily use at work, at the gym, camping while traveling, or anytime shower is not available. Go ahead and check out the crop mop. Enter Dudes 20 for 20% off your whole entire order. You will not regret it. So today's divas, does anybody here have a diva off the top of their head they want to get into, or you want me to?
Can I give a shout out to someone who sent me a diva, and I thought it was decently
Yeah,
good.
go right ahead.
This is not my diva, but I thought this was a good one. So he said, when you get food to go and there are no napkins, he went to a specific sandwich shop today. He was late and had to eat in the car, but there were absolutely no napkins in the bag, and so he had to use the bag as a napkin. Like, I think that if you are getting something to go and you're planning
Napkins
on,
should be included.
napkins should be included. If you're going to be eating on the go while driving, you have to have napkins in the bag. They should be provided.
It's almost just as frustrating not to get napkins than to get like no fork.
Yeah, or no
Or like
straw.
no straw, right?
Yes,
I
correct.
feel like that's almost just as essential. Like you can, I mean, for sure, you can get by without either, but like, wouldn't you rather be accommodated?
I mostly use my jeans in all situations. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
I know what you mean.
But if I have like barbecue sauce on my
Oh,
hand,
you ain't wiping sauce on your pants.
I'm not wiping
I'll
sauce
lick
on
my
my
hand,
jeans.
then wipe my pants.
That's weird. I am mostly I'm mostly trying to find a napkin. I will at times still wipe it on my jeans, even if it's BBQ sauce. But you got to have napkins in the bag. Like
So
that's a
true.
must.
I agree with you, but also like if you had to say like, hey, would you rather not have a straw or not have a napkin? I can improvise and make do without a napkin. A straw is very hard to improvise.
Just take off the lid.
No,
No, but
that's a bad take.
with driving,
that's a bad take.
you need a straw.
No,
Yes,
not
you
at
do.
all.
Yes, you do.
No, you open the
How
lid.
do you drink coffee?
You
Trent,
wait.
with a
You
straw?
wait. Yeah, zing! Thank you, Seth.
Freaking idiot.
Thank you for bringing logic to this pod. The guy's just trying to be different over here, and it's
No,
like, Trent, you
that's
know
not
the
true.
answer.
No, it's not
You're just
true.
trying to make up a different
I
thing.
will use a
Seth,
bag for
thank
napkin,
you.
whatever.
That
I will
honestly,
figure out a way.
that honestly
Trent,
makes me. I might
Trent's
split the
talking
pod
for
because of that.
talking's sake.
Yes,
So
exactly.
if you have this Gatorade in your hand while you're driving, are you putting a straw in it?
I'm not talking about Gatorade. I'm talking about if I go to fast food and get a soda, I want a straw.
You just said you can't drink without a straw.
I said I'd rather improvise with a straw. I'd rather have a straw than not have a napkin.
Here's the thing, guys.
You said,
Let's
hey, Trent,
not.
you can have a napkin or a straw. I'd choose the straw.
So
every
you'd
time.
rather go in with ketchup on your shirt? Wherever
No,
you're
because
going?
I would use a bag. I would probably have tissues. I would wipe it on the bottom of my boot. I'd lick my hand, then wipe it on my jeans. Something I would improvise. I'm a
Wipe your
survivor.
hand on the bottom of your boot, then lick it.
No,
Yeah.
I said it out of order wrong.
Why would you
clearly.
wipe the bottom of your boot?
Just whatever. Like I will
Isn't there
improvise.
more
I'm a
dirt on the
survivor.
No,
Trent,
he
your
would
boot.
rather do
Napkins.
all of those things over take the lid off. Super easy. Take the lid off. Take a couple sips. You can hit bumps. If you take a couple drinks off a
And
soda,
we know Trent chugs it when he gets it.
the guy's
Oh,
a
yeah,
total
I'm a fast
chugger.
drinker
Dude,
for sure.
the
He's
red
a
light,
chugger.
the red light,
Yeah.
just drink a bunch. You're good.
Yes, drink.
Chug,
Get to a
chug.
specific spot. You're good. And also, when a bump is coming, you can just like hold it and
Not
embrace
always.
her.
Not always.
Actually, you know what? You're right. The guy
Trent
drives
probably
55
forgets.
in the fast lane. You know
He
what?
probably forgets where he's going.
Yeah.
Forgets where the bumps
Are
are.
you? I honestly,
bad
that makes
take.
me mad. That
What
you,
makes you mad?
that you said that? That doesn't make any
I'm
sense.
saying there. I agree. There should be napkins, but like, yeah, if I had an opportunity between a straw and a napkin, I'd choose the straw.
It's so stupid.
Straws are going to be against the law in 5 years. Then you're going to really miss them. Okay,
Trent, you have to
You're probably
ask
get arrested
first.
for having a plastic straw.
I think I'd rather survive without a straw than a napkin.
100%.
Yes, correct. Yeah. So this is stupid. How could you actually believe that or think that?
There.
I think Trent's a diva
No,
right now.
Yes!
straws are needed. Straws are a necessity. That's like a.
So you've been
Trent's-
drinking this
Trent's
the entire
motto-
Yeah, and
pod.
I wish I had a straw. I'm talking about sodas.
Trent's motto is that his shirt is good enough for a napkin.
Clearly I don't use a straw in a bottle. Okay?
You have a can right there.
Yeah, I don't use it in a can either. If I go to a fast food
So
place,
what-
I want a straw.
What's the difference, though?
It's a lot easier. Do you guys not put ice in your drink?
Yeah, but it's also
It's
just the
easy.
straw's
actually,
better.
you know
You
what
drink-
we should do
Wait,
is
Trent,
see
you
how he
drink-
drinks before we because I
Does Trent
can.
drink water with ice, like ice water out of a glass? Like, do you drink it?
Yeah,
with-
you get to your fridge, you get some ice, you get some water. Do you then put a straw in and take?
What
a
about
sip?
at a restaurant? Do you like drinking out of the plastic cup or do you want a straw?
But when it's glass
That
cups
point
that
is
are being
moot though because I have a
rewashed-
napkin.
rewashed,
but I prefer a straw.
Absolutely,
but
I prefer a
in
straw.
But in a situation where I have to choose a
You're at a
napkin,
restaurant, Trent. Do you want a napkin or do you want a straw?
that's exactly it.
You only
Well,
get
this
one.
wasn't a napkin. He was eating in his car. If I'm in my car, I want a straw.
It's the same difference.
No. It's a car. There's a difference between eating in the road and eating in the restaurant. Okay, so like yes.
Okay, so,
What's the
so no,
difference?
so yeah,
When
explain
it
the
comes to
difference.
driving, I want a straw. Sorry, I actually care about focusing on the road and obstacles ahead that I can use a
I
straw
honestly-
and still
I'm
keep my eyes
actually
on the
curious,
road.
Trent. When you are driving with coffee, like you can't concentrate.
I don't really drink with coffee that much.
The guy
Like, I
can
have a-
barely walk and chew gum. Honestly, he
Like
probably
when I
needs a straw.
when I drink coffee, it's like okay, 2 sips. I'm not like chugging there. I can
That's
chug a
what
whole
you
soda with
chug
a
a
straw.
But you chugged.
How do you, Trent? That is the dumbest thing in the world.
You are the dumbest thing in the
No,
world.
do you? Wait, hold on. Okay, you're driving. You have your Yeti. So when you drive and you're drinking coffee, I think that's a great point.
Coffee is a great point. Did he get a coffee with his sandwich? Because
Are
that's what
you-
we were talking about. Do you get a coffee with your Subway sandwich?
Are you
That's the
drinking out of a
stupidest thing
mug?
I've ever
Are you
heard.
drinking out of
You
a
guys
mug
are
or a Yeti?
changing the whole
Hold on.
conversation
No,
of what
no.
it is.
Did your
No.
buddy get a soda with his sandwich?
Yeah, what'd he get?
We should ask him. I should.
Yeah,
follow
you don't
him.
even
he
know.
probably got a coffee. You're right. So yeah, that'd be dumb to drink a
Wait,
straw.
No,
with
that's
coffee.
not even. That's
Wait,
not the
so
argument.
you put a straw in the whole argument too, and it doesn't even apply to this
Yes,
situation.
exactly. The point of this
All I
argument
said is if
that
I had to choose between the two, I'd take a straw.
while
No one
driving.
asked about.
While driving, yes. Phil
That's a
said
bad take.
Seth said napkins are like just as important as condiments and straws.
No, he
you
never-
said that. He
no,
said
he didn't.
He said if I get something,
No,
I
he
want
did
napkins
not.
in there,
No.
just like I want ketchup, just like I want a straw.
I don't think he said that.
compared it. Rewind the tape.
Trent, it's a bad take, and you're just digging yourself in a deeper hole. Here's the thing: pop the lid off, take a couple drinks, and then set it
Here's
down,
the
and it
thing,
will not
Phil.
spill.
Go to
The
Top
thing is,
Golf
like, I
and
feel
see if
like
they give you a
you're
napkin,
more
idiot.
likely to like want to use a napkin while you're driving than anywhere else because you are more messy when you're eating and driving.
Yes,
So
yeah.
I think you'd want a napkin more. Like I feel like I use a napkin more than when I'm driving.
That's why
and
you open
eating
the
than
ketchup
anything
packet
else.
and squirt it in your mouth, then take a bite.
All right, you pig.
The thing that I'm worried about is I get a text from someone who in Trent's family who he loves and being like, "Hey, Trent was trying to drink coffee while driving in his cars," and I don't know. I just like
And
I
hit
just,
a curb.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
He's that worried about Trent. That is a terrible take.
sorry, not
We
sorry.
can't all be perfect, Phil.
That's true.
So is that your diva or not? You just wanted to throw something out there to.
Someone,
good enough for
Someone,
We filled up this segment quick.
Yeah.
someone brought it up, and I thought it was a good point. He texted it to me, and I was like, you know what? I may bring this up. And then as I thought about it, I'm like, actually, it's a good one.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. So we'll give him a shout out. His name is Josiah. So good one from Josiah. We got to get that guy some stickers.
Yeah, hey, we got stickers. We got some new shirts on the site. Our sale is over, unfortunately, but you can go to www.thefantasyfootballdudes.com, hit our store up, and we got some new shirts on there. Go check that out. My diva of the week, I'm a father now. And it's like, you get your kid, for Christmas or Easter or whatever, you get him a new toy, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's a Barbie, whatever, you have to have like an 85-piece tool set to get these toys out of the package. There's all these twisties, there's
That's
all these
true.
plastic things, zip ties. It's like, just put like, one little thing on there. It's like you need a screwdriver. This is just to get the toys out of the box.
Yeah.
It's unacceptable. Like, they're all tied up against the wall or whatever.
And there's no reason because usually there's plastic holding
There's
it in
plastic
place
in there.
anyways.
Yeah, and then you have to have like, a saw to basically open this plastic thing around it, like
Yeah.
I'm exaggerating there, but
I know what
like,
you're
you
saying,
have to
though.
cut around the plastic, and then you got to untwist these twisties, and you got to cut the zip tie.
My guess is it's for theft reasons.
I think so.
But I do understand it though, especially when the kid is like biting at your heels to play with the toy.
Also, they're always so worried about choking hazards. Half the things that are keeping that toy in place are all choking hazards.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I'm saying though?
Great
It's
No, but it's like, yeah, so you got twisties, you got zip ties, you got other things. Like, yeah, it's just a whole, like, let's ban straws, but let's put 35 different plastic things for a Lego set. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Back to straws.
come
Great
on.
point.
You know what I mean?
That's
like,
a great point.
Like, let's get rid of the straw plastic, but let's keep the toy plastic that, no one that just goes straight, to
And I
trash.
think there's an
trash.
easier
There's no
way.
use.
There's got to be an easier way.
I agree.
So,
Big
anyway,
Twisty is probably like
Big Twisty. Yeah. Big Twisty is
keeping his holding it.
them and Big Tobacco are just, shaking hands together right now, laughing.
It's so true though.
Big Twisty.
I think that was your nickname, Trent.
I was about to say that to you, David.
Big Twisty. That should be Seth's nickname instead of producer Seth. Big Twisty.
BT. Anyways, Jordan, you got a
That's
diva
such
for
a
the
good
week.
nickname, Big Twisty.
My question is, and I already did it today. So my question is, are people who make a big deal about their birthday divas
Oh, that's it.
Yes.
after the age of 21?
I think so.
I think 21's a good age too to end it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think a lot of
Other
people,
than I would say the 30, 40, 50, like the big
milestone.
Yeah, the milestone.
I think
ones.
people make big deals. Like they do like a weird birthday week thing.
Yeah.
Have
or
you
like
heard that?
people really
Or
like
birthday month. People will go so far as
Yeah.
a birthday month thing.
Or even like, I don't really care if people like kind of remind other people that it's their birthday, but like when people post about their own birthday,
like a
like it's my birthday today.
Yeah.
Like they post something like that.
What's even worse is like when there's like, it's my birthday today. Here are all the things that I've learned in my 25 years of life.
Can we all
Yeah.
sing happy birthday to Jordan real quick? Just
Yeah,
for the
let's
listeners.
do it.
Everyone can sing in their car.
See, I'm the diva right now.
Happy
Jordan-
birthday
1, 2, 3.
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jordan.
Man.
Happy birthday to was incredibly
I think
weird.
that sounded pretty bad until we harmonized it.
Yeah.
I will officially say people who make a big deal about their birthday are divas because I feel like a diva right now.
Yeah, if you want to send us an inbox, we will sing you happy birthday for $20 Venmo.
Yeah,
Just send it to.
not a bad
Wait, we
idea.
should. What's that one app where you can like
I was
sign
trying
up?
to think of it. I couldn't.
Cameo.
We should
that's
make a
it.
cameo,
We should.
and people
We
can
should.
pay us for saying dumb things on
Yes.
there. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Or
For
they could
$20,
just-
I'll say whatever.
Yeah. Hey, or they could just listen for free and just wait for you to talk, Seth.
Big twisty.
Yeah, big twisty, man.
All right, Seth, you got a diva. Seth needs to get a diva for
No,
once in his
Jordan.
life
I
here.
think I agree with you.
Jordan.
I agree with you.
I agree with
people
Jordan.
and yeah, you know, it's the same.
After the age of 21, you know, when you're a kid, you can do whatever you want.
Okay,
But
actually, I have a good one. I actually don't fill up. I fill up my wife's car. I don't my truck. I use for work. So I fill up at work. But when I fill up my wife's car, the gas stations that have limits on the amount of money you can spend.
Oh, it's so terrible.
That drives
it's so
me.
terrible.
This is a problem in California more than other places
I
in the
agree.
country because our gas prices are so high. When I want to use my debit card instead of my credit card, and it stops me at $50, and I have to fill up 2 or maybe possibly 3 times to fill up my
it's
car.
bad. It's bad.
That
is
annoys me.
Is it a credit card debit
must be a
issue?
credit card.
I feel like it's not the pump. The pump doesn't care.
No,
do
it
they?
does. It does.
Yeah, no, I have it happen every time I use.
It's
my
not your
credit
card.
is it?
No, it's not.
I
It's
think
not the
it's your
limit. It's
card.
not the limit on the card because it stops me at the exact same number.
No, because I have a Valero gas card and I have my Costco gas card. Maybe it's both the same.
It depends on the gas
Could be.
station.
No.
sometimes, too.
Like you swipe it.
Like if I go to Valero and swipe it or go inside, it will lock me out at a certain price. It's like $150,
Really?
and then I gotta swipe it again.
Yeah. So
150 actually is like,
no,
150 is
it's
good. That's
one-
the Valero
yeah.
card.
150 is high, but like at this one station that I usually go to because it is right next to Phil's house. It's right next to my house. It's the closest one. It's
That's
not always
the
the
most
best.
expensive place in town.
It's not okay. Whatever. I don't care. It's convenient, and
You can literally
so-
drive across the street for like 25 cents less a gallon.
It's not across the street. Anyways, and when I have to use it like
We're
twice,
gonna talk about budgets after this.
whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't fill it up that much, but it annoys me when I have to use my card twice.
question though, it's your credit card or debit card?
It's usually my debit card that does that.
That's why I think it's weird,
My
right?
credit
I
card
have
does that
never I use my debit card for gas, like one of the few things I use it for. But like I've never got
Nor have I.
like I can put 70, 80.
Yeah, sometimes it'll stop me
175.
at 50.
too. So
I think
you
it,
have a
I think
commute
it depends
like,
on the
down your stairs, so you
think
probably
it
get gas
depends on
like
the
every
price.
other
Sometimes
month.
I have to drive to the donut shop, Trent.
So that I think you need to go to a different gas station.
No, yeah, I'd probably do.
It might
At
be
Costco, I wonder, have you ever fueled up at Costco, either of you guys, and had
Yeah.
that same issue?
I do. I've had to swipe my card twice, but I have a
What's
huge
the
tank.
cap? Like what's the cap at Costco?
It used to be 150. It's
What's
now
sad is that
250.
the cap's at 150 and it like costs you that much to fill up your car in California. Me, California's the diva, and it's not the gas station. here.
Normal people like are never spending 150 to fill up their tank, right?
Yeah,
No, I actually,
I mean, at the
if you
when I
have a
was-
truck,
Have you
How
ever
the
many
most that ever
gallons?
cost me to fill up my truck, 35 gallons, cost
Well,
me
go-
200 something.
go diesel
$220.
$6 times 25?
No, but most people don't have huge diesel.
Yeah, but just
I
do
would say in the
25
valley,
gallons.
there's a lot
Yeah.
of people who have trucks.
But just like
Actually, you know what? Outside of California,
Nobody really. What do you mean?
I'd say
there's a
outside of
lot.
California, more people have trucks.
Yeah. But like actually in California, like outside the valley, people don't have trucks.
No, correct.
Like down in LA, Barry, like people don't drive trucks.
No, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I don't have issues at the Arco since we're all deciding where we go get gas.
Well, you have a
gas.
I do.
Prius, so.
The Arco also doesn't.
yes, it's kind of
limit
weird
me.
when you put that
Yeah,
gas
Arco
pump in there.
doesn't limit you. So there
Arco
you go.
doesn't limit me. I guess it's just maybe it's just the gas station's a diva for that.
Yeah.
He's fueling up his Tesla. For his,
yeah.
I'm not gonna.
All right, this is getting
was trying to
really
fill up my
dumb.
Tesla.
It's getting
Why
late.
it wasn't working.
It's getting late at night. We're sorry about no draft next week. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, don't be rude. Share the dudes. Really helps us out. And as always, take care.
Big twist.
This has been another episode of the Fantasy Football Dudes podcast. Remember to rate, review, and follow. For more information, go to www.thefantasyfootballdudes.com. And remember, we are sorry for absolutely nothing.